Hi, welcome to Attitude of Altitude, Mindset of Happiness weekly podcast. Welcome. My name is Floria, founder of Recognize Your Potential, and I am thrilled for you to join me here today. A Monday, and it's a marvelous Monday because I get to talk about things, topics that I am so passionate about, that I have studied a lot, researched, analyzed, and then broke it down in small pieces so that it can turn into a habit and puts the power back in my hands, your hands. So today we're going to talk about let's get emotional. But before we get to that topic, my website is Recognize Your Potential, and if you're not getting my daily quotations, please visit my website, subscribe to it so that you get a daily quotation every day in your inbox. And it's a tip, it's an inspiration, it's a little quotation, and we all can use it. And even though I write it, I still look forward to receiving them. So please subscribe to my channel as well, because that's helps me to know what you are looking for. Love hearing from you. All right, let's move on to our topic at hand today. Let's get emotional. First of all, what do emotions mean? Our emotions tells us how we feel at any moment. At any moment, it tells our emotions tell us how we feel. Now, once we know, okay, I'm feeling happy, I'm feeling anxious, I'm feeling nervous, I'm feeling worried, I'm feeling excited and eager. So there is a whole range of them. And then, now that we know what they simply tell us how we feel at this point, period. Just like the gauge in your car tells you how much fuel you have. How can emotions help you in a world that so many people are uncomfortable about their own emotions, and therefore yours or mine, because they're uncomfortable with their own emotions? Their emotions are telling us how we are feeling. Now, how we are feeling can tell us what we are thinking. How we are feeling, what are we thinking? How we are feeling, what are we thinking? So if I'm feeling excited, that means I'm looking forward to it. I'm thinking, oh, this is going to be fun, just like I do, preparing for these videos every week. But if I'm feeling nervous, that means I'm thinking, oh, Floria, you're not prepared. You're not so sure. I'm not so sure how you're going to talk about this. So, very simple. What I'm feeling tells me what I am thinking. Same way for you, for every one of us. There are no exceptions to these. The next step is not to freak out when you are not feeling happy. When you're feeling nervous, if you say, I can't believe that, Floria, that after all this time, you're feeling nervous about this, you're anxious, you can't understand this. These things are a gift. But if I'm not comfortable with my own emotions, I'm going to freak out about it. Then I've closed the door. Then I'm not understanding, just like for anyone else. I'm not understanding what the gift is. Whereas when you say, I'm feeling nervous. Oh, then I'm not feeling prepared, or I'm anxious about what might happen, what could go wrong. So then I can see what my thoughts are. So after you're aware of your emotions and you acknowledge that these emotions are a gift. Acknowledging them helps you embrace it, helps you say, this makes sense. This is great. I can now do something about it. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you for helping me be aware of what I am thinking. So once you have acknowledged that this is a gift, then you can actually do something about it to feel better. You can rationalize, reason with yourself. This part is a lot easier if you actually speak it out loud. Say, well, I've been there before. I know this may not happen. The reality is this circumstance hasn't happened yet. And I had the same conversation this morning with a client of mine who was feeling about a circumstance that has not happened yet. It has not happened yet, and there is nothing that one can do until if it ever happens. So I was telling him that how he needs to rationalize with himself. And he's a very rational, logical person. I said, this hasn't happened. And he said, yes, but what if it does? I said, is it happening tomorrow? No. Is it happening the day after? No. Can you do something about it right now? No. And you know what? It may not even happen for another year. It may never happen. As Mark Twain on his deathbed said, here I am laying in my deathbed, and all the worries, 90% of the worries I had has never materialized. So it only hurts you. It would only hurt me. It would only torture ourselves rather than anyone else. And the fact is, we cannot do anything about what hasn't happened. I used to tell this to my mother all the time. Bless her heart. She used to say, Floria, where do you get this stuff, child? Because I'm worried. I said, well, yeah, but you can't do anything about it, so might as well let go. And this is what my client said. I'm nervous for what might happen. I said, yes, I get it. But as long as you are justifying why you are nervous, you cannot get to calmness. Last week we talked about, I can't hold on both the balls. I can only hold on one at a time, catch one. So if you are thinking, why am I nervous? You're not going to get to calmness. Not going to happen. You need to gradually let go, rationalize with yourself, remind yourself that it may not happen, and at this point there is nothing that you can do anything about it, so then you let it go. But regardless, remember, our emotions, your emotions are a gift. They tell you, they tell me, what am I thinking and how can I make a change? So that's it for this episode of our video. I look forward to hearing from you. You can reach me at my personal email, floria@recognizeyourpotential.com, and also you can reach me through my social media. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, to my IGTV, whatever you are watching, and you also know that you can access my audio podcast on Spotify or whatever channels you actually choose to listen to. Look forward to hearing from you. Until next time, practice attitude of altitude, mindset of happiness, and have a marvelous Monday.